do chickens fly?
Yes, they fly like 4 to 5 to 6 feet tall.
Melinda here at the Modern Homesteader. It is day 22 of our Homestead Challenge. Still a little rainy, but we've got a chicken question quiz for you. We've had the occasion to have a number of visitors here at our homestead in the last couple of weeks, and they always come with some interesting questions about our chickens. Things that we didn't know either till we started keeping backyard hens, and you might not know as well. We're gonna see if we can stump you, see what your chicken IQ is on our simple question challenge today. All right, I've got Elliot here. I'm gonna ask him the first chicken question. Question number 1 that we get a lot, Elliot, is, do chickens fly?
Yes, they fly like 4 to 5 to 6 feet tall.
They do.
Or even higher.
Yep, we've seen them. They can actually roost in trees on occasion. Ours usually fly as high as 3 to 4 feet regularly, but they do fly more than just an inch or 2 off the ground. So you've seen them.
Yes, I have.
All right, if they have wings, they fly. Thank
Yes.
you, Elliot. All right, I've got Anna here for our next chicken Q&A. Are you ready, Anna?
Yes.
Do you know what the question is going to be?
No.
No, I have not told the kids the question, so we are going to see. Another question we get a lot here on the homestead is, are we going to hatch our own babies here on the homestead? Anna, can you answer it and explain why?
Yes, the answer is no. We do not, because we need a rooster to hatch our own chicks. And we only have female chickens, hens. So we cannot hatch any chicks because we do not have a rooster.
So they still give eggs each day, hopefully, but they cannot be fertilized and turn into babies. Is that correct?
That is correct.
If you want more information on that one, you're going to have to look it up yourself. Thanks, Anna, for our question.
You're welcome.
All right, Ryan is our next one. Do you know what question I'm going to ask?
No.
No, he has no idea, so we'll see. Ryan, another question we get a lot about our chickens is, I see that they are all over the yard, yet at night they all have to go into the chicken coop for safety. So a lot of people say, how in the world do you get them all rounded up at the end of the day? What is our answer?
Well, we always make sure that we give them treats. When we first get them, we keep them in the coop and we give them treats until we think that they can let out, and they know that when they come back, they always are getting a safe place to sleep.
So do we have to get them back to the roost each night?
Nope, they're always there.
So what do they do? When it starts to get dark, what do the hens do?
They just go back to the coop.
They just coop themselves. Well, some of them, as you saw in one video, coop on the roof for some reason with the pecking order. But they all go back. They all go to roost at their home. All John has to do is shut the door, maybe throw an occasional hen back in there so she can be safe. We don't have to round them up. They come back home to sleep. Thanks, Ryan.
You're welcome.
All right, Katie, I have a question for you about chickens. Do you know what I'm going to ask?
Uh-huh.
What am I going to ask?
About chicken eggs.
About chicken eggs, but I didn't tell her the question. So, Katie, what color eggs do our chickens lay?
Do you lay pink or something? You lay pink and blue and other kinds.
Yeah, they lay pink and blue and light green, and they lay brown, don't they?
Uh-huh.
We have colorful eggs, and some hens lay white. We don't have any of the breeds that lay white, but we get asked all the time about our green and blue eggs and even our brown eggs, and a lot of people are surprised that all chickens don't lay brown and that all chickens don't lay white, but that they can lay different colors. Let's show you some of our eggs. Do you want to get the basket I put down there?
Uh-huh. It's full.
It is. It's pretty full. Come up here.
I'm pretty heavy.
Yeah. So we have a brownish one, and then there's a blue. Blue. Here's a green one. Here's a greenish one.
That's a greenish
And then here's a pink one.
Yeah, pink one.
And We don't have any white layers. None of ours do white eggs, but if we got a different breed, we could certainly have that. So I hope you have learned something from our I think we have 5 or 6 question chicken Q&A. If you didn't do so well, that's okay. You can impress your friends by asking them these questions. Now you know the answers. Can you say bye?
Hi.
Hey, another question that we get a lot, and it's kind of funny because we see this on egg cartons some, is what do your hens eat? People are shocked to hear that our hens eat, well, they eat meat, frankly. They're carnivores and vegetarians. They're omnivores. So they eat bugs. I think you saw when John killed the snake in our basement, they ate the snake. They eat worms. They will eat, sometimes our cat will kill a mole. They will enjoy eating the rest of that. So they will eat meat. It is very hilarious to us that some egg cartons you see in the store proudly advertise on the egg carton that those hens are vegetarian fed. If you like to buy those kinds of eggs, don't. Hens should not be vegetarian fed. They should get a healthy mix of some meat from bugs and things, as well as some grains. So it is funny they advertise that. Be an educated consumer in that regard, and don't go for the vegetarian fed chickens. Chickens like to eat all kinds of things. I thought I would also, while I was out here, do a quick update on our garden. The garden has loved the rain. We got tons of rain yesterday, this morning. I think we're supposed to get some bad weather tonight, possibly even tornadoes. So John will come out later to batten some things down that are a little bit loose. But I wanted to peek and see how things are doing. As you can see, our corn, it's doing really well. It looks very close to me, but I followed what it said to thin it to, the distance apart. So I am really hoping it is not too close together. I've never done corn. I followed the packet directions. It's looking like as it gets really big, this is gonna be close, but we will see. It's all a learning experience. It's looking good. There's our other corn. It's looking really good. Some of those are getting nice and tall. And then let me pop in here real fast. I'm not gonna show everything, but I'll just show a few things right here. Obviously our squash is looking good. That does look, I know how big squash can get, and that looks really close together. But again, I followed the directions, so I am hoping that we do not have such a crowded garden that we have no produce. We shall see in a couple of 3 weeks or so. And our popcorn, it is looking really good. This one looks awesome. Nice and green. And some of our squash along here is looking great as well. I'm gonna go quickly check on our sunflowers and let's see if they liked all of this rain like the rest of the garden did. Oh yeah, they are looking great. I was a little worried because they started to have some slightly yellowish tips, but they are looking nice and healthy now. One thing we're gonna battle with our sunflowers, it's not really a problem in our garden. The mulch is so thick. Sunflowers, we picked a location last minute. We didn't put as much or as thick a mulch down. We didn't do that much ground preparation at all. So we are gonna be battling a lot of weeds with these sunflowers. I'm hoping that once they get tall enough, we'll be able to easily tell the weeds from the sunflowers and it won't be such a battle. We'll see. I've never done it. That's why we're gonna try it. I'm gonna go give one more update. Strawberry season here in North Carolina is coming to an end. We didn't really want berries this year anyway because we wanted the roots to plow down and we wanted the plant to put all of its energy in that root system instead of in the fruit. You can see some of our strawberry plants look so healthy. We are planning to mark where the live ones are, and we're gonna fill in the other ones that didn't make it. We'll fill in with spots over the fall, but as these die back, we might not be able to remember. So John's gonna put a stake, just a small marker in each of the spots that we wanna plant for the fall. Let's see how they're doing. Oh yeah, these look good. Look at this one. It's hard to know. We have a couple that have really thrived and a couple that have made it, but they're just kind of puny or tiny. So I'm not sure the difference. That same soil, same level of water, same everything. But we're glad that those have made it, and we'll plan and fill in for the fall. So next year we'll be able to enjoy those plump berries. Well, this is Melinda. Thanks for joining us with your Chicken IQ. and checking in on our garden. We hope to see you tomorrow for another time in our 40-day challenge.